out in constant. Then we using the extreme poses. And then we do the blocking of the principles, including arcs, follow through, anticipation. And with that, we started creating, we convert to spline to make it smooth after we worked in constant keyframes. And then when we're in spline, we did some cleanup and offset of the movements and made sure that there's some personality going on inside of the actual bird. And there we go. So that's basically today. Retopology of photoscans. And I hope that was useful.
Super useful, man. Thank you.
Very much.
It's kind of fun animation.
Yeah, the animation turned out great too.
Kind of. I'm not a big fan of the tail movement.
I think it should counter more the movement of the body, like they use it as a counterweight.
Yeah, I didn't think that through.
I'm kind of a birder. I still wonder how they track the bird to set still for the whole photo scan.
Yeah, that's an amazing shot, right? Or maybe it's a taxidermy.
Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be dead.
Yeah, it's probably taxidermy.
Yeah, look at the eyes. The eyes look dead.
It could just be a
Looks
texturing
good.
thing. Up the glossiness and whatever.
All right, let's make it look a little more beautiful. Let's change the lighting a little bit, yeah? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the tail's way off.
Reminds me of like an Ian Hubert workflow.
Yeah, it's very similar actually.
Very useful.
Whoop. There we go. I think if I squished the whole animation, it would actually be better. Like a little faster. All right, so thanks guys for connecting. Yeah, I know this was a short notice with very little publicity, but this will happen same time, same place next week. This time I will try a different strategy of actually preparing my publicity earlier on. Thanks for the tip. Yeah.
Hey man, thank you for sharing all this.
Oh, the pleasure's mine.
Where can we get Easy Bake?
Easy Bake, Easy Baker. I added the link inside the Q&A and critique chat.
Ah, okay, thank you.
It's done by Aquatic Nightmare on GitLab, so you can find it there. To plug in Handplane, you do need to install it. Just install it to the default, and when you're inside of the Easy Bake options of the add-on, let's just scroll to the Easy Baker. I recommend you download the developer build, not the master. And once you have Handplane installed, it will detect it and then you'll be able to use it. If you have a license of Marmoset Toolbag, you can also use that as well. Or the Steam version, which is kind of cool. And also
It uses the same baker as Marmoset?
you can plug it in if you want, yes.
Wow.
So you don't have to use cycles to bake your normals, your cavity, your curvatures, your thickness. You can use Marmoset, which does it much nicer. Directly from the Blender interface.
How would I do that?
How do you do that?
I have to install Marmoset,
Yes,
assuming.
yeah, to the default path or navigate to that path. And also another thing I recommend is inside the Easy Baker preferences, turn on Run Bakes in Background, as I mentioned earlier, so that it bakes and you can keep working as you bake.
Oh, not if you're using cycles, I assume.
It's best when you're using it. It does it with cycles as well. It runs it in the background.
I've never been able to use Blender while baking.
With this add-on, it's possible.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
the
you
add-on
said,
looks really
just
cool.
to clarify, the developer version?
Yes. Because the developer version has the ability to use samples per pass. So you could have, like, for example, if I use my ambient occlusion map, I have 128 samples. I could drop it under 12 if I want, and it will render faster. One sample for my mission channel is perfectly fine. Some of these channels don't have, but if you want to increase the quality, you can. That's what I like about this add-on as well, is that you have a lot more granular control over your maps, which is very nice. Most bakers are global. So there you go. Would you guys like this scene?
Yeah, I think it looks great.
It's really cool. I kind of want to do the same. Sparrow looks so good.
Yeah, some pretty.
Can you put it in a scene of fire? And then you do like a quick full zoom where you go right in on the eye and it's like reflecting all the specular of fire around it.
You could, yeah, you could do anything you want with this guy. Alright, so Q&A 64. Save that, we'll just pack the assets. And save. This comes with the atmosphere shader for the sky, which is a very nice sky shader that I really like. Okay, right, so I'm gonna stop the stream here and wish you guys the best.